Hello, everybody that's watching after the stream. Um, didn't know that people watched these things after streaming, so there you go. We're going to be sharpening a CRKT Avant right here. It's a super nice knife. I will probably be selling this thing though. So this is a licensed product from Oxworks, OCHSWORX, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that that's the designer's company. The original was made with 154 cm or CPM 154. Not quite as, or it's quite a bit better than this one, which is 8CR 14. And then after sharpening that, we're going to go to this and cut this to make tiny little strops like these because I'm bored. So, yeah, we'll go with that. And right now we will start the sharpening. We will probably also be complaining about stuff because it's something I'm good at. So here we go. Now, first to start off, the previous owner did not treat that edge very well. As you can see, this side looks like it's still from factory. This side doesn't. So we're going to see what I can do to fix that. Probably not much. How you doing? Yep, just sharpening a knife, seeing how well I can do. This thing's probably going to end up being sold, so I gotta try and fix the edge as best as I can. Sharpening this. Not a very interesting stream, really. Okay. Not a very good cutting geometry. Not for cardboard anyway. Ooh, that's not great. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. Hey, how you doing? Dang, that was a terrible cut. Yep. sucks. Why does this keep happening? How you doing, man? I don't know. I keep on having a whole bunch of people pop in all at once, and all I'm doing is cutting rectangles out of cardboard. Apparently, we've got a whole bunch of people with ADHD that like watching this, so I'm not going to argue with it. Oh, I'm cutting cardboard rectangles out. Originally, the stream was supposed to be for this, to sharpen this, but I sharpened it already to about as good as I could get it. And then I was already like 8 minutes in, and there were only 2 people watching. So I decided, let's grab some cardboard and cut rectangles because I'm bored. So now I have a bunch of rectangles and an oval and another oval. Yeah. Well, the difference between him and I is I wear socks. And also, I'm not in a basement. But I'm not doing edge retention tests. I'm literally just cutting out cardboard rectangles. I'm trying to make them about as perfect as I can. You know, I was never good at building houses of cards. Maybe rectangles of cardboard are easier. They're not even pieces, so like none of them are the same shape. There you go. You know what? Let's get the tweezers out. I don't know. Nobody else. Oh, darn. Nobody else that I know that's subscribed other than my cousin was watching. I don't know if he's still watching either, though. Darn. Oh, can't be advertising for free on here. It's just kind of funny because earlier I peaked at like 26 viewers and all I was doing was cutting cardboard. I didn't even say anything the entire time. Would you live in this house? I wouldn't live in this house. I'm running out of cardboard rectangles. Oh, yep, there you go. Everyone inside died. Oh well. Let's continue cutting cardboard. Sucks because I'm almost out of cardboard. Unlike him, I don't have a job that provides me with however many hundreds of boxes he uses. But yeah, I'm just sitting here watching the number of viewers go up, and it's entertaining. That's interesting. Hmm. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. There's nothing really to say. Ooh, I haven't showed it on video yet. That. Yeah, this is titanium. It's wild because in pictures this thing looks tiny, but it's got a 4-inch blade. Well, almost. This thing's huge. And surprisingly comfortable, too. I've got a few big knives. I don't really like the big ones. They hurt. But yeah, my 3 biggest folders are the Fossil, this one. This thing is not smooth by any means. And then the Nerk tie. And this one actually does have a 4-inch blade. Yep. Right there on the 4-inch mark. This one has a almost, no, this one's at 4 inches too. You know, it's kind of funny because as soon as I start talking, everybody leaves. If you sit there and watch the view count, when I talk, it goes down, but when I stop talking, it goes up. But yeah, this thing I got from a pawn shop for $148 after tax. And the last one that I saw that sold online went for $450. Yeah, I don't have anything that big. Anything from Midgard's Messer is bigger than I own. Almost anything, anyway. The perfect blade length for me is about is around 3.5, and I believe this is sitting at that. Yep, 3.5. How you doing, Max? I should share all the knives that I've gotten from pawn shops for like well under what they're worth. It makes people mad. This one I got for 25. Got this one for 65. Got this for 10. There's a lot of people, if you share it on Reddit, they get mad. I think I got this for 40 and they go for 90 regularly. I just got this one today. Brand new, they're 66 and I got it for 20. And I'm probably going to sell it for right around 40. That's the plan because I can't afford to keep it. I normally don't sell things online, so we're gonna, yeah, I got this today at a pawn shop. All the pawn shops in the area know me by name, though. I mean, I got this from a guy that works at the pawn shop. I don't know if that counts, but it's a Wave Plus for $30. You know, you never realize how much money you've spent until you grab all the stuff that you've bought, get it all in one spot. Oh, I got the smaller version of this for another $25 as well. I couldn't afford to have a wife if I wanted one, so it's just me when I stick them all in one room and realize, wow, I can cover an entire bathroom floor in knives. Or, you know, a quarter of a living room. This thing's freaking sharp. I should do that one of these days. That sounds like fun. Yeah, I kind of ran out of cardboard, so I don't know what else to do. If I can get a good enough deal on it here in a couple days or so, I might be getting a Zeba Balisong and M390. The plan's to sell it, but I don't know. And for anybody wondering what that sound is, I'm playing around with this. Yeah, this is gas station quality. It was $20. Wonder if I can make it smoother after I put this away. Yes, but did he continue to want to learn? That's the problem, is because kids will find something that they think they're interested in when they're really not, and they lose interest in like a week. Unfortunately, I can't take this thing apart. You know, I did say that I was going to take apart the Avant. That is so much smoother. It doesn't squeak anymore either. Anyway, let's get to taking it apart, I guess. Shouldn't be that hard. Tell me that's a T6 pivot. I swear to God, if that's a T6 pivot. Oh, thank God. Yeah, my dad's the one that taught me basic opening and stuff, and he that was weird. It just landed in there. He turned 55 this month. All right, come on now. Looks like I'm not taking it apart. I don't have a second set of these, so I can't do that. That's unfortunate. I guess everybody else who doesn't already know how to do basic maintenance is going to learn today. So for basic maintenance, all you need is isopropyl alcohol, mineral oil, and little bottles to put them in. God, the previous owner really mangled that blade. So for mineral oil, we're going to put it in spots where metal rides on plastic, metal rides on metal. Anything that causes friction. Now, if you notice that when you're closing your knife, it feels kind of gritty and it doesn't like to close smoothly and it gets stuck, the cause of that is most likely this little ball. So if you can see right here, there's a little ball right there. That's a ball bearing that's pushed through this steel frame, and it rides on the blade. And if you put a drop of oil on that, then you close it, super smooth. Yep, nothing to complain about right there. Yeah, I don't. To sanitize, I don't really. I go for isopropyl alcohol because it kills everything, and it's super cheap. You can get. Where's my thing of that stuff? This from the dollar store. Well, dollar store. It's quite a bit of it. It'll take you forever to run out. Just keep in mind that, yeah, that isopropyl alcohol is not a lubricant and will do the exact opposite to whatever you're trying to lubricate. It gets stuff gummed up, it dries everything out. But it also dries quickly. There we go. Yeah, we'll go ahead and clean the blade and stuff. And to do that, I use Q-tips because they're cheap. Wonder how many unique viewers showed up. And I keep my Q-tips in one of these, and this was funny. I got one of those things from a Gatorade bottle and stuck it on this because I was bored and it fits perfectly. Now, something to keep in mind when using isopropyl alcohol is it will leave a residue behind that is kind of white. It's like a white dust. What? Did I turn what inside out? Oh yeah, I decided to skip. I don't know if MC had a live last night. If he did, I decided to skip that and go to Blaze or Bees instead. I don't have a ring on. I don't have a ring anywhere. Oh, this? Nice and smooth. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what you do is you get the thing that keeps the cap on and you turn it inside out. This thing's been inside out for years, so it's kind of stuck like this. But yeah, it's super spiky and it's actually kind of painful to open this thing with this thing on. Because you grab it like that and it stabs you everywhere. It's fun because when I ask somebody to hand me a Q-tip, they reach for it and then they hand me the bottle instead of opening it. God, I don't have anything else to maintain right now. This is what sucks about doing live streams is I've been going for almost an hour and 45 minutes and I run out of stuff to do so quick. Like I cut cardboard for an hour using 4 flaps off of one box just to make a whole bunch of. I mean, I don't think anybody wants to watch me make a fort out of cardboard that's that small. Nobody stuck around for that. Well, very few people stuck around for that. I'm going to try something. If it's so important, you can tell the whole class. I love it when teachers say that. I couldn't imagine missing out on a free knife. Hey, this is not a peanut. This is a Stockman. It's a small Stockman, or it's an average Stockman. Oh. Damn. That took me way too long to get. Okay. I'm just acting like it's an olive. You know what's funny is these packing peanuts. Yeah, I know. I noticed that like way too late. These packing peanuts are all from the same box that I got from Blade HQ in January. Yeah, I don't know. The taste hasn't changed. But I'm almost halfway through the box. Can you believe it? It's been. I ordered that on January 2nd, January 1st. And I'm almost halfway through the box. Well, I'm going to try something. I'm curious if getting cardboard wet and stropping with it changes anything. Yeah, I can tell. It's a screwdriver. I mean, I've got 3 of these things. I don't even know why I carry this one. See, I've got 3 of them. This one's just in the worst shape. Ew. Serrations. Gross. I'm gonna try something new. Yeah, that's literally all we're doing. It's either I'm sitting here watching other people on the internet, or other people are going to be watching me on the internet. Dude, this is like peak streaming right here. There's 4 people and only 3 of them are talking. 5 people and only 3 of them are talking. We'll see you later, Fook. I don't think I've ever met you. How are you doing? Yeah, you. I'm doing all right. I'm entertaining people on the internet. I'm sitting here relearning how to sharpen again because it seems like every time that I sharpen stuff, I forget. So trying to hold that same angle 100% of the time. But of course, I'm doing it with a knife that has a broken tip because I don't want to screw up my nicer stuff. Damn, everybody left. I always wonder how people find my channel. Well, I'm really good at holding angles. It's just you forget what angle you're holding. I don't even know what degree I'm doing stuff at. All I know is edges on both sides look pretty dang similar, if not exactly the same. And every time that I sharpen one of these things, it's insanely sharp. How you doing, Ghost? I don't think I've met you either. Oh yeah. I've just been sitting and cutting cardboard, so I decided it needed to be sharp. Now, is this thing that sharp? It is not. So the amount of effort that it takes for each of these to go through, this one I can just, and it cuts it right off. This one takes more effort and it didn't even cut all the way through. It's not much more effort, but it's noticeable. Trying to figure out how to sharpen the tip properly. Because if I ever want to carry this thing, I want it to be as sharp as the other one. But I also don't want to screw up the bevel and make it look bad. That's still not as sharp. Yeah, here's the problem. I've got like some of the worst ADHD out there, and I can't pay attention worth crap. And I don't like sharpening at all, but I know that I need to do it and know how to do it to maintain all my knives. It's just part of the hobby. It's probably my least favorite part of the hobby, but it is part of it. I've seen a couple of his videos, but I get like 3/4 of the way through and I can't pay attention anymore. Mm. And oh, I reconnected. I don't have a whole lot of money, so everything that I do is about as cheap as I can make it, including stropping with cardboard. Which I've been told actually does stuff, and when sharpening this, it's able to take off the burr. So yep, burr's gone. I don't know if it can bring any of the teeth back into alignment with cardboard, but I don't have a microscope. You know, maybe I'll get a hold of a couple of the people in the sharpening side of things and I'll see if they can test it. I'm curious what cardboard can do. Well, it seems like I've gone back and killed the stream again, so. Ooh. Yeah, I could have somebody 3D print some angle guides for me, but I don't have a stone that I can use to reprofile anything, so the best I've got is freehanding with, I don't know, it's like instinct or guessing where the bevel is. One of those two. And I'm not going to complain. I do a pretty decent job, so. Or maybe if I stop spending all my money on knives, I can save up for a 3D printer for myself. Well, guess I got another knife I get to carry now. And this one actually has the safety on it, even though I don't care about that. I'm going to try something again. I am going to throw away a whole bunch of trash real quick. And then I'm going to start cutting cardboard again and see how many people join the stream. That's awesome. I personally carry traditionals more often than moderns, but I also like modern traditionals, so I'm a bit of a steel snob. If it's got a good steel, I'll probably get it if I can afford it. Hmm. Um, Tactile Knife Co. runs this. They made these, and it's got titanium scales with MagnaCut steel. This is one of my everyday carry knives. I stick it in this and hang it off the front of my waistband. Super comfortable, really, really thin. Yep, MKM makes them in Italy. It's a pretty comfortable carry. I've never had any problems with it personally. Lion steel. If What's your budget on stuff like that? This is a Kershaw brandy wine in red bone. If you look this up on Blade HQ, it's going to say it's 7CR17 steel when it's actually D2. If it's $23 or something like that. It's pretty cheap, but it's not one of their American made ones. It is made in China. Nope, they released it in D2 and only in D2. Blade HQ screwed up a few things like that before. I told him about it a couple months ago, and it's still listed as 7CR. So I kind of stopped caring because they're not going to change it because of some random guy on the internet. Well, I mean, I guess if you've got the patience, what are you looking for? Hmm? Oh, MKM just made this. I mean, I've got other things from MKM too, but it was just for that. Now, originally, this thing was made for fixed blades. And what you're supposed to do is, let's just say this is a fixed blade, and it's got a magnet in there so you can sit there and carry your fixed blade in your pocket like this. And it's only supposed, that's why it's supposed to be super thin, but I've left this thing in there for so long that it formed to that. It's decent stuff. It's like a $25 sheath. I haven't had any problems with it personally. Yep, the Micro with a K and the Micro 2 are both small fixed blades and M390. They're reasonably priced too. I would, if I didn't have other things I needed to spend money on, I wouldn't mind having one. But yeah, is there a certain pattern or something that you're looking for? Because all I do on, if you follow me or find me on Reddit, all I do on Reddit is sit there and go through Blade HQ to find knives for people. Case makes Congress patterns. I think Buck used to at some point. Why exactly are you looking for a Congress? Not many people look for those. So there's it's not a Congress. It's super interesting though. If you go on to Blade HQ and you look up, what's it called? So it's a Rough Rider. They're Chinese made knives. They're decent quality for the price. You really can't beat it. But it's a 5 blade traditional, and it's the only 5 blade I've ever seen. It is super interesting to look at. If I had a second phone, I'd pull it up, but I don't. So I won't. Yeah, go take a look and tell me what you think about it. It's definitely interesting. Yeah, yep. Yeah, Blade HQ does a lot of that kind of stuff. I'll put it this way, their descriptions suck sometimes, but they've never sent me the wrong order, and I've never had any problems with anything. Like their customer service is great. But it's little things like that people might find annoying, but it doesn't really change anything. Who else makes a Congress? I think there might be a, what is it? So Schrade owns Old Timer, and there's an Old Timer Heritage line that's D2 with purple packwood. I don't know if they have a Congress with that, but if they do, it would look pretty cool. I'm not 100% sure all the knives that are in it. I know they've got a Stockman, but I can't remember all the other ones, if there are any others. How do you poke yourself with a sheep's foot, dumbass? That's unfortunate. Let's see, who else? Honestly, it's not something that people normally ask for. I'm not used to, I don't have that stuck in my head. Most people give me a blade steel and a length that they want, and I sit there on Blade HQ and send them links, a list of links to things that they might want. And that's what I do at night. Speaking of which, 9/11. Damn, it's late. Honestly, it shouldn't be that hard to make. Based on what I know about traditionals, It's not too complicated. That 5-blade one, I don't know how complicated that thing is, but that one seems like it would take up a lot more practice. I'm probably going to get one of those things, honestly. It just seems super interesting. I don't know if I'm ever going to carry it. I know for a fact if I made a video on that thing, it's going to blow a few people's minds. That's going to be funny. All right. I'm getting one of those. Not today. I kind of already spent all my money for this month. Did I? I think I did. Anyway, let's continue with the cardboard. Is it? I know that it's got a spade blade. I know it has a clip point. A sheep's foot. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Seems like that would be something pretty interesting. How much is it? I haven't looked at it in a little bit. I don't know if the price has gone up. Eh. I'm not going to complain about that. $22.99. Heck, if I save up for a couple months, I might be able to afford that. Hip hip hooray for rent going up. Oh, yeah, no. What steel is it? Because, let's see. It's either 440A, VG10. I think it's 440A. Not 100% sure. If it's carbon, what do they use for? I'll message them on Instagram or something and ask what they use for carbon blades. I think I'm going to be about done. Once we hit the 3 hour mark on the stream, I'm probably going to go ahead and shut it off. I got other things I'd like to do during the night. At this point, there's only one restaurant I can go to that isn't closed. Really? It's too bad I don't buy things from them. I almost shop exclusively at Blade HQ because I do. I like having a one-stop shop kind of deal. No, but I've noticed that they don't always have the lowest prices. God, you know what's wild is I've spent enough that I'm almost on their zirconium list, on their zirconium tier list. I'm already on the titanium one. I've spent like $700 this year. On January 1st, I spent $653. Yeah, I think points wise, I've probably spent like $25 in points. Takes you a while to get that much. I basically got a free knife out of that. Bam, 3x3. Awesome. Actually, I'm probably around $800. I got this one for free back a little while ago. They did a spend so much and you get one of these for free. And I love this knife. I recommend it to everybody. It's a great starter knife. It's just a little large. It's wide. That's the problem. It's like Spyderco. The problem that I have with Spydercos is they're too wide. Yeah, it's this was a limited edition one, but it's G10, a button lock, really, really snappy action. But I think you can get some of these right now. They're on sale for like $30, and it's D2, a 3.5-inch D2 blade. Yeah, the reason why my PM3 doesn't get any pocket time is because it's too wide, which is disappointing. It's a good knife. I love the thing. I spent 184 on it. I spent full price on that thing. That's the no. Well, the thing is, it's a flat grind D2 with a what's it called? A compound grind as well for stabbing, I assume. But it's a crowned spine, So if you notice on this one, how it's mirrored up on the top and it's crowned super smooth. This one's the same way. It's rounded. It's wild because you could spend less on this than this and get better materials. Now let's see, where was I going with that? Yeah, I'd recommend this. This is a Best Tech Good Boy. It comes in this box. It's a pretty dang good deal. If you can, I think the only ones on sale right now, there's a couple of colors that are on sale. The black on black just went off sale a couple days ago. It's a shiny box. Looks like we got about 7 minutes left on the stream. I think I'm going to continue cutting cardboard. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer them if possible. You know, I might as well bring it up. There is not that it's going to happen in the next year, but there is a 1K giveaway going on when I hit 1,000 subscribers. Oh. And it's a Gerber Affinity in copper with a shipwreck patina that I did and a Kershaw Pilar in copper with another shipwreck patina that I did. If you'd be interested in either of those, please feel free to subscribe at some point. It will happen. Hopefully. You know, just realized that's the first time I've ever told people to subscribe. That's weird. Yeah, one of these days, if I get a big enough channel, I plan on doing a couple of copper leaks and give the leaks away. Because it is one of the coolest, well, not coolest, but one of the most prolific knives ever designed. And I don't think I've ever come across somebody who owns one and says that they hate it. On the downside, the copper leaks are, I think they're sitting at like 114 or something, and that's a lot of money to spend on a giveaway. A lot of money that I don't have. But I know how to take a leak apart and put it back together super quick. And since I have nothing better to do, we'll go ahead and take one of the leaks apart. Yeah, all the ones that I've gotten, I bought at pawn shops. And the 3 that I own, I paid less than one brand new. Ooh. As a heads up, if you're ever going to take a leak apart, have it open when you do that. You will regret it if you don't. Okay, so there you go. Plate, spring, and then that thing. You want to grease this right here, because this is the part that moves. Yeah, I I accidentally took one of these things apart without having it open, and I didn't have anything that dramatic happen, but it wasn't fun putting it back together. It's super easy to take apart though, as long as you follow the steps, because you need to follow the steps. And I think that that goes with all spring assisted knives, is you need to have the blade open before taking it apart, or stuff goes flying and there's some parts you may never find again. Okay, so for adjusting the tension on this, oh, I guess I didn't need to. If it doesn't want to spring out as easily, there's 2 things that could be happening. 1, you have this too tight, or 2, you have this too tight. I suggest starting with this and loosening this. Yeah, there you go. That's a little tight, but yeah, we'll start off with loosening this one right here. There you go. Now that one's just the pivot that's too tight. I don't have a napkin over here, so I can't clean that up. the T6. Put the T6 away. We will there we go. Nice and smooth. It's a great knife. If you own one, it'll treat you well as long as you don't pry with it. Okay, I think, yeah, it's about time that I go ahead and get off. I have a few other things that I need to do before the night ends. And it's currently 9:30. 9:32, whatever. So, we'll see you guys in another stream. Hopefully you have a great rest of your night. And we'll talk to you guys later. Yeah, no problem. One of these days I'll do another one. I don't do them often, but I'll probably do them more often now. We'll see you guys later.